How would you respond if I asked you what is the most important quality shared in high-performing teams? My name is Linda Curtis, and I've been coaching corporate leaders for almost 19 years. I live just outside of San Francisco. In 2012, Google launched Project Aristotle and started collecting data on 180 of their teams to answer that very question. And the research determined that the most important quality shared by high-performing teams is having a climate of psychological safety, which means the members of the team have a shared trust and mutual respect. They understand if they speak up, they won't be rejected, punished, or embarrassed. In an environment like that, people feel free to take risks. But without psychological safety, things like creative problem solving and innovation go right out the window. If you have a member of your team that has unexpressed concerns about a project because they don't feel safe to raise them, then you've missed an opportunity to engage with that person, to hear them out and either win them over or potentially discover a new way of approaching the project that you might not have considered before. So all of this can be accomplished without coddling a person or adopting bad ideas. I'm not suggesting that. You're still free to debate and disagree, but in a skillful, exploratory, and respectful way. And one way to do that is something that we refer to in the coaching business as generous listening. This is a particularly useful skill when you're trying to bring forth fresh thinking or create connection. Generous listening keeps a sustained focus on the person who's speaking until they feel fully heard. Instead of formulating a response while another person is still speaking, generous listening asks you to defer judgment and remain open and curious. Give the person the floor. When you give permission to people to freely express themselves without fear of being interrupted or being judged, you allow them to relax and then to challenge previously unexamined assumptions. Now I realize this may sound time-consuming, but in my experience, sometimes you have to slow down to go fast. It's counterintuitive, yes, but it's true. You be the judge. Why not practice generous listening in at least one interaction every single day for the next week? See what happens. Settle your mind by taking 3 deep breaths, and then set an intention to give the person the gift of your attention. And after the week is over, consider whether taking a few more minutes in these conversations might have saved you time in ways you did not expect. Psychological safety isn't built overnight, but generous listening is a fine way for leaders to foster trust and respect in all of their interactions.